The episode kicks off in the quiet hours of the morning, setting a surprisingly peaceful tone before the absolute chaos begins. We see a cute elf girl named Lily softly waking up our protagonist Xenos from his slumber. As he groggily blinks away the sleep, Lily is already in the kitchen, radiating peak waifu energy as she calmly prepares a fresh pot of tea. It's a quiet, intimate morning ritual that they've clearly shared 100 times before. As they go about their morning, we get hit with some crucial world building. In the kingdom of Herzeth, a first-rate healer isn't just some guy with a first aid kit. They are literally the VIPs of society. These licensed royal healers have the power to reshape the world and have played a massive role in the country's rise to power. Most of them are arrogant elites who study at the fancy Royal Institute of Healing to master complex magic and secure their official licenses. But our boy Xenos, he's built entirely different. He's out here soloing the medical field with no degree, no formal training, and absolutely no license. He's an underground rebel running purely on maxed out stats and cheat tier skills. We quickly cut to see Xenos in his element, finishing up a healing job for a local man at his clinic. The treatment goes off without a hitch, and the man sincerely thanks him while handing over a pouch of coins. Xenos, being the ultimate pragmatic gigachad, just shrugs off the gratitude. He makes his philosophy crystal clear. As long as you have the coin to afford his price, he doesn't care who you are, he will heal you. With the morning clinic hours done, Lily asks if he's heading out into the town for his scheduled house calls. Xenos confirms his itinerary, but promises his favorite elf that he'll be back home by nightfall. Lily flashes a wholesome smile and promises to have a hot, delicious dinner ready for him the moment he walks through the door. As Xenos heads out to do his side quests, Lily immediately locks in on her culinary mission. Back at the clinic, Lily is knee-deep in meal prep when her roommate, Carmilla, casually drops in to check on her. Now, Carmilla isn't your average freeloader. She's a literal undead wraith who lives with them. Lily apologizes, saying the food isn't quite ready yet, prompting Carmilla to lean over the pot to inspect the goods. It turns out Lily is cooking up a massive, delicious-smelling stew. Carmilla's undead stomach is already rumbling, but Lily confidently tells the ghost lady to not worry, stating she's got everything completely under control. Why? Because according to Lily, she is Xenos' future bride, and making sure her man gets a perfect meal is top priority. Hearing that declaration, Carmilla just flashes a lazy, knowing grin, backs off, and decides to float back to her room to slack off like a true professional. Not long after, the clinic's front room turns into a full-on waiting lobby for Xenos' unofficial harem. First to arrive is Zofia, the Lizard King gang leader, who shows up early hoping to score some alone time with RMC. Lily politely hits her with the "he's not home" update, so Zofia decides to camp out and wait. But her solo plans are instantly ruined when Linga, a wolf beastkin girl, bursts in. Linga is visibly pouting because her entire master plan for the day was to aggressively rub her fluffy tail all over Xenos and smother him with affection. Zofia tries to convince her to leave, but Linga is stubborn and takes his seat. As the rivalry between the two starts heating up, Lily calmly steps in, firmly reminding them both that it's her job to wait for Xenos. Right on cue, the third member of the trio, Lo the orc, literally kicks the front door open like she owns the place, loudly declaring she's here to have some fun with the MC. Lily, completely unfazed by the property damage, tells Lo to fix the damn door before she steps inside. Once inside, Lo realizes she's not the only one with the same idea. As the girls sit around bickering, Lily reaches the final stages of her cooking and adds her special secret medicinal herb to the stew. She invites the trio to stay for dinner, which they eagerly accept. Lily then steps outside for just a few minutes to grab the laundry. Big mistake. The smell of the stew is absolutely intoxicating. Linga and Lo exchange that "just one taste won't hurt" look. Within seconds, they are in the kitchen, spoons in hand. Once the stew hits their taste buds, all self-control evaporates. Sophia tries to be the voice of reason, warning them that Lily is going to obliterate them, but after catching one whiff of the broth, her willpower shatters too. The three of them go absolutely feral and devour the entire pot. Outside, Lily is peacefully humming and folding laundry, completely oblivious to the culinary crime scene inside. By the time she walks back into the kitchen, the girls are hovering over an empty pot, whispering like a bunch of guilty thieves trying to get their story straight. Cut to the dinner table, the girls are sitting there stiff as statues. Lily doesn't even need to yell. Her terrifying, silent death glare does all the talking. The trio immediately crumbles, throwing each other under the bus with hilarious excuses. Lily gets visibly upset, lamenting that she just wanted a peaceful dinner with Xenos and warns them that he is going to be furious. Just to add fuel to the fire, Carmilla floats into the room, absolutely enraged that her share of the stew is gone. She drops a half-joking, half-serious threat that she might just have to devour their souls as compensation. With Lily's disappointment and Carmilla's ghostly threats hanging over them, the guilty trio scrambles. Lily orders them to go out into the wild and gather all the fresh ingredients to restart the meal, specifically noting that she used the absolute last of her secret herb. Meanwhile, across town, the anime shifts to its darker undertones. We are introduced to Forbes, a comically evil, trash-tier aristocrat who is currently dragging his bunny demi-human slave Till through the streets. Till had dared to seek medical attention for a severe stomachache, but because she had no money, she was turned away, and now Forbes is punishing her for prioritizing her health over his profits. He drags her to a literal graveyard and throws her into the dirt like garbage, mocking her and kicking her right in the stomach. He demands that she start digging graves to find valuables, proving that his brain cells are actively fighting for last place. Leaving a sick, abused demi-human in a graveyard fueled by negative energy, what could possibly go wrong? Before Forbes can even turn his back, the inevitable happens. The negative energy surges. A vengeful spirit possesses Till after she accidentally damages a gravestone, and she snaps. Fueled by supernatural rage, the possessed slave lashes out with blinding speed and slashes Forbes, drawing blood. Forbes immediately panics, stumbling backward and running for his miserable life. In his blind panic, he literally bumps straight into Xenos, who happens to be taking a scenic evening stroll. Forbes starts crying for help, whining that his slave just went crazy. Xenos doesn't even flinch. He steps past the noble and calmly sizes up the possessed bunny girl. When Xenos asks what happened, Forbes tries to lie through his teeth, claiming she was just doing some light farm work. Till unleashes a lightning-fast assault, slashing with her claws. Xenos effortlessly blocks her attacks with a protective magical barrier, but notices that the sheer force of her own attacks is tearing her fragile body apart. Realizing she is possessed and acting on pure hatred, Xenos lets her close the distance. She sinks her teeth right into his shoulder. In a totally surreal moment, Xenos casually chats with the ghost possessing her and simultaneously channels his god-level magic. In one flawless, overpowered move, he heals all of her physical injuries while completely exorcising the malevolent spirit from her body. With the ghost evicted, Forbes regains his arrogant attitude. Amazed by Xenos' magic, the noble demands that Xenos kill the demi-human right then and there. Xenos completely rejects the order, firmly stating that his calling as a healer is to preserve life, not end it. Realizing he can't order Xenos around, Forbes changes his tune and demands that Xenos heal his slashed foot, trying to use his noble status as leverage. Xenos calmly warns him that the price is going to be incredibly steep. Forbes empties his pockets, tossing all his cash at the healer, assuming it's enough. But Xenos looks at the pile of money, shakes his head, and hits him with the ultimate extortion fee. Forbes grumbles about market prices and threatens legal action, but Xenos dryly reminds him that he's an unlicensed black market doctor. Legal threats mean absolutely nothing to him. Xenos then points to Till and declares that the remainder of his medical fee will be paid using the slave's ownership documents. Forbes, proving once again he has zero redeeming qualities, accepts the deal without a second thought, gets his foot healed, and scurries away. Shortly after, Till slowly regains consciousness. She wakes, completely disoriented, to find Xenos looming over her. Her stomach is still churning in absolute agony. When she asks who he is, Xenos bluntly drops the out-of-context bomb. "I'm Xenos, and I just bought you. Now take off your clothes." Till freezes, totally terrified. But Xenos isn't trying to be a creep. He's strictly in professional doctor mode. He explains that since he paid a premium for her, he needs to thoroughly examine his investment's physical condition. Left with no choice, Till complies. Using his cheat-tier medical vision, Xenos instantly diagnoses her problem. Her bile duct is severely inflamed and completely blocked by gallstones, which was also causing her jaundice. He tells her he's going to fix it. In a matter of seconds, he performs a literal magic surgery. There's no magic circle, no 10-minute anime chanting, and no mess. He simply opens up her abdomen, plucks out the gallstones, and seamlessly seals the skin back together without leaving a single scar. Till sits up, absolutely flabbergasted by the fact that she was just cured by a walking medical god. Completely overwhelmed by his skill and kindness, Till immediately offers her lifelong servitude to him, ready to do whatever it takes to repay her debt. But Xenos isn't interested in building a slave empire. Our boy firmly believes in the law of equivalent exchange. He only takes compensation that matches the effort he gives. Since he didn't break a sweat healing her, he demands a simple task. He hands Till a rough drawing of a specific medicinal leaf and tells her that if she finds it for him, they are even. Till agrees instantly, and they head out to forage. Using her demi-human instincts, she locates the exact herbs in record time. Plot twist, it's the exact same secret ingredient Lily needs to fix the stew. Xenos thanks her, but Till still feels like picking a few leaves isn't nearly enough to repay him for saving her life. Xenos looks her dead in the eye, tells her that her small contribution was exactly what he needed, and without a moment's hesitation, he simply rips her slave contract into confetti. He tells her she is completely free to choose her own path in life. Till is speechless, admitting she doesn't even know what freedom looks like yet. Xenos flashes a giga-chad smile, wishes her the best of luck figuring it out, and tells her to drop by his clinic if she ever gets hurt again. Later that evening, Xenos finally returns to his clinic. When he walks through the door, he finds the three food thieves, Zofia, Linga, and Loey, have returned with a massive surplus of fresh ingredients, and the group is currently prepping for a huge redemptive dinner feast. Grilly greets him, but admits the food isn't quite ready yet. Xenos steps into the other room where Carmilla is hovering. The Wraith immediately smirks at him and starts teasing him about his secret side quests. Xenos just shoots him a deadpan glare and tells her to shut it. Back in the kitchen, Grilly asks him to wait just a little longer for the food, but then she pauses. She looks at her man, knows exactly what he really wants after a long day of carrying the entire medical profession on his back, and skips the apologies. She tells him she'll brew his favorite black tea right away. Now that is peak waifu material.